Hey everybody, and welcome back to Ghosts of Miami. Let's find Luis Ernesto Marquez y Castillo. Resume this mission, please. Alright, yeah, so Ramon has come to wake us up early in the morning and tell us something. Thank goodness you're awake. Yeah, I'm awake now. They've been banging on my door, dude. What does that smell? Have you been drinking? Yes. No, I mean, I was out late. And what are you doing here this early anyhow? We did not hire you to fool around, Miss Martinez. If you insist on wasting Lucho's time, I will take my business elsewhere. I feel resentment and embarrassment rise up in me. He paid for my detective skills. He doesn't get to dictate what I do with every hour of my day. But then again, maybe I shouldn't have gone on that date. It's the middle of a case, and I promised my best work. It hits me hard. Anytime I'm not working, Lucho could be in danger. But that also means I need to get my shit together now. No sense fighting with Ramon if it wastes more precious time. There's no need for that. Tell me what happened. Listen. Ramon produces a cassette tape, the kind that fits into an answering machine. Before he presses play, he looks at my face, maybe to see if I'm paying attention. I am. We have the boy. Now? My name is Luis. Today is Saturday, June 5th. I am healthy. That's him. It's Lucho. That's enough. You'll bring 50,000 US dollars to the corner of 8th Street and 9th Avenue. Wait by the payphone on the southwest corner for instructions on how to make the trade. The call will come only once at 7 p.m. tonight. No cops. We will be watching. That was it, huh? Did you hear that sound on the recording? Like a heavy wind and maybe ocean waves? So the kidnappers were near the water, but not around any people. There are some isolated beaches further south along the coast. Maybe that's where they're keeping him. You think he's alright, Luis? That depends. Can your employer afford $50,000 for a ransom? I'll make some calls. If the bank's open at 8 a.m., it's possible. Never even seen $50,000. How big does your bag need to be? Can that fit into a briefcase? How heavy is $50,000? Get the money ready. My brother has offered to help, so we'll watch you make the drop and try to spot the kidnappers. Do you think Lucho was already dead? Think we need to find where they're keeping him. They went out of their way to show you Luis Ernesto is alive. Then why wouldn't they make a trade? Tell me, is your employer able to put together more than $50,000? I think this is just one of many ransoms. Alright, the kidnapper called Ramon with a ransom demand of $50,000. Ramon seems to have that and more. I know the neighborhood, Ramon. It's public, and it's Cuban. No one would bring a scared, kidnapped child into La Sagoracera. I think I butchered that pronunciation. Maybe their instructions will lead you to Lucho, but I want to plan for the worst. I know you want to keep this circle small, but can I recruit my brother Mickey to help? Is he reliable? Well, now my feelings are really hurt. My behavior damaged Mickey's reputation? He can keep a secret, and I trust him with my life. I vouch for him. Only one of those things is strictly true, but I covered for Mickey a ton when we were kids. He owes me a favor. Very well. Bring him in. Thanks. Keep an eye on you tonight. When the kidnappers contact you, do whatever they say. My brother and I will follow the money. Make sure to ask for proof that Luis Ernesto is still alive, okay? We'll find him. I'm sure of it. I believe you. Shall I meet you here tonight? A lot of money at a busy intersection. I think you should arrive on your own, just in case the kidnappers are watching. Alright. Thank you, Consuelo. For Luisa's sake, I need to learn more about these kidnappers. Good thing I got such an early start. The sun's going to come out soon. It'll be another steamy day. But I'm up, I'm ready, and I think today is going to be productive. I even have time to grab some breakfast before my first stop. Let's do this. Alright. Look for leads on the Broadwalk. Janet said that Auntie might know something. Meet the flyover pilot, Buddy. Let's see what Janet had to say. The cannery isn't open to the public on Sundays, but when I knock, a waitress named Julie lets me in. Some girls are doing prep, refilling ketchup bottles and folding cloth napkins, while others are nursing hangovers at the bar. Welcome to church, Jello. Man, I forgot her voice already. Do you like my beautiful parishioners? Man, she went like kind of French there for a second. I'm afraid you missed your prince, Cinderella. One of our suppliers had a hiccup, so he's out searching for tiny drink umbrellas and plastic swords today. Oh. Well, at least I get the pleasure of your company. That's why I like having you around, Cello. You're such a doll. Come, have a seat, and we'll get you one of my world-famous mimosas. Hello. Hello, Auntie, whatever you want to pronounce her name at the same time. The mimosas are more famous than that ugly mug of yours. That's because I'm Miami's best kept secret. I wish it'd been kept from me. You're a raisin-faced, gremlin-looking slut. You're a glittery balloon animal with one foot in the grave. Ha 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 ha. We joked. Ladies, please calm down. We're all awful and bad at jokes. This kid. I heard you solved the mystery of the doll collector. Or excuse me, I heard you solved the mystery of the doll collector. You're smarter than you look, Miss Martinez. Ouch. Those compliments come with an edge, Auntie. You betcha. My two best girls, Big Vanessa's fresh squeeze better than religion mimosas. Don't let Vanessa fool you. They're actually, or excuse me, wrong voice. Don't let Vanessa fool you. They're actually pretty good. Well, I have an appointment later today, but why not have a drink? You know what? I better not. Aw. Wish my kids were responsible like you, Jello. Well, more for you and me, Auntie. Or Auntie is how she would say that. As long as you keep buying, I'll keep drinking. Know what I'm doing with her voice. What's on your mind, kid? I don't want to interrupt your fun. I thought you might know something about these kidnappers. One day, Miss Thing, we'll get you in here and you won't be talking about work. That'll be the day. Just one more question. I'll make it quick. Joke. One question. Better make it a good one. I explained the case, top to bottom, from the slim file on Lucho to the phone call this morning. Auntie and Big Vanessa listen raptly, and a bottle of champagne disappears between us. It's a tricky case, don't you think? And you're the trick. What do you mean? Take it from an old criminal, Cello. There's no such thing as an honest client. This Ramon fellow has you chasing shadows all over Miami. Meanwhile, you're investigating one of the most dangerous jobs here, smuggling. If there were a perfect way to get things and people in and out of the port, the drug runners would be using it, don't you think? Never trust tall, dark, and handsome, babe. It'll always lead you wrong. Ramon may not be telling the whole truth, but it doesn't mean I can just give up on Louise. What do I do? Let me ask around. $50,000 is a big take, which means your kidnapper is either one very stupid criminal or several smarter ones. If it's several, someone has definitely talked about it. I hope you're right. Believe in her. Auntie knows the scum in Dade County. And that's why we're best friends, you mean old hag. Thank you both for all your help. I'll keep looking. And you keep drinking. Alright, let's go to the docks. The message said to meet here. I know Richard's office is nearby, but the rest of Dodge Island is a mystery to me, and I'm already lost in the maze of storage containers and warehouses. Okay, this is the right key? I think, I don't know how to pronounce this. This word is a weird note to me. But, oh, a seaplane. I wish I had a friend with me, but at least I'm in the right place. Hello, is anyone out there? Hola, senorita. Can I help you? Ask about the pilot, ask about the plane. Yeah, I'm here looking for, a dude. I'm looking for a pilot named Buddy Bailey. I heard his plane was out here somewhere. Who's looking for Buddy? I'm Cello Martinez. I'm a private investigator. Got ID on you? You can see my driver's license, but I'm not a licensed PI with the state yet. No thanks. I'll tell him you came by, miss. Wait, Luciana Escobar told me I could find Mr. Bailey here. I'm looking for a little boy named Luis Ernesto. He's in trouble. I don't know him. Can't find Buddy? Can't find your kid? Not much of a detective, are you? Flatter him or threaten him? You know, I don't think this man is going to be threatened. Let's flatter him. Is she yours? The plane, I mean? Sure is. Lady 2. Available Fridays through Wednesdays for tours of Biscayne Bay and Fort Lauderdale. She roars like a demon at altitude, but she's safe as a kitten. I bet the First Lady was quite the aircraft too if you flew 2 of them. The First Lady betrayed my ass. She was a F-86 Sabre, the most beautiful machine I'd ever seen. She dropped me into communist Korea and I spent the next 2 years in a prison camp. Taught me a good lesson though. What lesson is that? Don't trust strange women looking for a fight. Lucky you. The only thing I'm looking for is Buddy Bailey. For a moment, the man stands stock still, looking hard at my face. I believe this is Buddy Bailey. You seem like a good kid. Are you a communist, Miss Martinez? Never heard of him. Alright. If you're looking for Buddy Bailey, you found him. Hello, Buddy. A former war pilot, Buddy now flies rich tourists around Miami and takes side gigs as a spotter for the cartels. How can I help you, Miss Martinez? Please, Mr. Bailey, you should call me Cello. Or should it be Captain Bailey? Buddy's just fine for me. I haven't been captain since the war. So here's the situation. My client paid to smuggle a young boy into the U.S. via Miami. Smuggle, is that right? I suppose that's right, but I'd been seeing it mostly as rescuing Lucho from Cuba. His stateside contact was diligently looking out, but the boy never made landfall. Do you remember any unusual requests from the last week or so? Not drugs or contraband, just one marked boat? Now that you mention it, there was a weird job making the rounds this week. Some local yokels looking to intercept a boat. They wanted me to look out for it, and the Coast Guard. Why? I asked them with my best and most charming voice. They told me to mind my own goddamn business. You talked to them? Do you remember anything else? Are you sure none of this is going to get back to the cops? I'm running a legitimate business here, and I mean actually legitimate. Taking freelance pay for spotting jobs isn't illegal. No cops, I promise. I just want my payday, same as you. Good thing for you, there were some real assholes. After the job was done, they said they wouldn't pay me. Said they could have seen the boat coming with a pair of binoculars and a spotlight. The boat had a green stripe, but that's all I was told to look out for. I don't know, maybe they were right. But they hired me for a job and I did it. That's it? Did they pay you out eventually? What did they look like? Sorry, kid. It was some white redneck paying in used cash that smelled like swamp water. There's thousands of folks like that hiding out in the marshlands. I didn't think they would kidnap a boy, Miss Cello. Thought they were just making mischief. Can't even figure out how they knew Luis would be there. Were they tracking it all the way from Cuba? Nah, if that had been true, they could have paid me to watch for anything outside of Cuban airspace. This was a rush job, just for the last leg. Alright, what do we learn? A spotter was hired to ensure that Luis's Bay made it into Biscayne Bay, but didn't see it reach land. They didn't even ask if the boat made it to shore. I radioed when the boat passed Biscayne Channel, but that was it. Biscayne Channel. Sorry, I'm not that much of a boat person. Where is that exactly? Locals call it the Stiltsville Channel. It's south of the Key Biscayne Lighthouse, where the bay meets the ocean. Huh. Is there anything out there? Like, could someone have intercepted Lucho's boat? Not likely. There's nothing out there except these old stilt houses. The government owns the land. Says that they're campsites, not residences. Sorry, couldn't help you more, kid. Tell you what, I'll make it up to you sometime if you want a tour of the bay. It's the best view of the beach. I'll even give you your friends and family discount. You okay, kid? I've never flown before. Haha, it's such a breeze, don't worry. I may even take you up for free, the newbie special, just to see the faces you make. That'd be really kind of you, Captain Buddy. Here's my card. It was nice meeting you, Cello Martinez. If you see Miss Escobar, however, please tell her that our debts have been settled, and I don't want to hear from her again. No jobs, nothing. What? Good day, Miss Martinez. What was that all about? Can't win them all, I guess. I'll shake this off with a snack and then get back to the case. Time to meet Mickey. I can't believe I'm actually excited to meet my brother. I return home with time to spare. Mickey said he'd pick me up at 5 and then we can leave for our sibling investigation. Then it's 6 and no word from Mickey. And then 6:15 and then 6:30. Mickey, where the hell are you? Who's Mickey? Your boyfriend? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Auntie. Mickey is my brother. Ain't a thing. So I asked around about your kidnappers. Or more specifically about your handsome benefactor. Ramon? Why? We know the drug dealers. We know the fences and the other smugglers. Strange to have a new player asking around for freelance criminals. Your Mr. Martinez was memorable. But not to the gangs, and not to the folks who work for the Colombians. Interesting. Your kidnappers don't invest in any of the local banks, even the off-book ones. That means they're keeping their money outside of Miami. Or under their mattresses. Here's those stilt houses. Anti-sources haven't heard of a high-profile kidnapping, but there's still the fringe in the stilt houses off the bay. If you're looking for paranoids, I'd check Stiltsville, or else get into the swamps. Go into the swamps. Folks who don't trust the financial systems, even the legal ones, or illegal ones, maybe. What did she say? Even the illegal ones, yeah. Stiltsville? Back in my day, Stiltsville was the place to party. Little ramshackle houses and cement-supported boats right at the entrance of Biscayne Bay. But since the National Park Service took over, it's mostly off-the-grid nuclear bunker types, hiding the resources from the government. They're not allowed to renovate or build new structures. The feds are just waiting for them to die so they can reclaim the land. Whoa, I didn't even know people lived out there. Thanks for your help, Auntie. Stay safe, girlie. You too. Stiltsville would be a great vantage point to spot incoming boats. Now, if only Mickey would get here so I can actually investigate it. Finally! Hey, little sister. I hope you're ready to... Where the hell have you been? I've been waiting for an hour and a half with no word. I promised Ramon that we'd watch over his ransom drop at 7, and we still have to get across all of Little Havana to get there. This is just like you, Mickey. Come on, sis. This is my first free day in a month, and I had a ton of errands to run. As a matter of fact, you can tell me when we get to the car and on the road. Yes, ma'am. I know what you're thinking. Boy, my big dumb brother is the worst, but I really need your patience right now, Consuelo. Can we just make one last stop before we go to your meeting? It's on the way, and the store will close before we're done. Today of all days? Look, we need to get to the drop. This is about a child, dude. I'm sorry, brother. What was that? I didn't catch what you said. I was just reminding myself. His name is Luis Ernesto Marquez y Castillo. He goes by Lucho. Mickey, I don't know what to do. I vouch for you, and I need your help on this one. Look, Cello. I'm sorry I was late. Both of us are working super hard to make it. I can get in my head about it sometimes. I don't want to disappoint you, but It's not that, Mickey. But you have to choose when the work ends and Consuelo begins. Dad could never do it, but I know he'd want you to find that distinction and live the life he tried to build for you, and for me. One where we don't have to hustle all the time just to be happy. Okay, I get it, but right now, you need to find Lucho Marquez Castillo. Well, let's go. Just, please remember, there are always going to be cases you can't solve, little sister. Thank you, Mickey. We make it with just enough time to spare. I scan the intersection and scribble down some observations in my notebook. There's 2 older men sharing a bottle in a paper bag. They look like locals. Someone loiters at the corner for a little too long, but he's waiting for a date. A very pregnant woman in a blue house dress is using the payphone, so hopefully the call hasn't come yet. There's Ramon, right on time. He looks nervous. I would be too, I guess. I think this is just one of many ransom payments they're going to extort from him. Think he'll be alright on his own? Well, he's not cool and collected like the Martinez kids, but I'm sure he'll be fine. The woman's leaving. The phone's ringing. He's walking up to the booth. Oh, I see him. He's handsome. Cello, does something seem a little off about all this? I've never kidnapped anyone before, but I wouldn't arrange a drop during rush hour at a crowded intersection. I have a feeling you're right, but let's see what happens. He's taking the call and leaving the briefcase. God, do you really think there's $50K in there? I've never seen that kind of cash. Hey, little Havana's pretty busy this time of night. There has to be someone ready to pick up that briefcase. I wouldn't leave it unguarded on a street like this. Right? So what do we know about these kidnappers? One of them stays with Lucho and relays instructions over the phone. And they must know Ramon. They've reached him by phone. And, you know, if we're trying to get a briefcase full of cash from someone, I'd jump them in a parking lot. Mickey said if. It just sounds like... Wait, stop a second. Is Ramon? Is he coming over here? Dang it, Ramon. Glad you have a car, Mrs. Martinez. I need to get to Fort Lauderdale immediately. Lucho will be there. Cello, look, someone's taking the briefcase. He's getting into that Dodge pickup, the ugly blue one. Oh, I almost forgot. Hi, I'm Mickey Martinez. Ramon Benitez. Please, Consuelo, we need to go north. Luis will be there. My gut says to follow the money, Cello. We'll lose that truck if we wait too long. Drive to Fort Lauderdale. Follow the truck at a distance. Follow the truck directly. You know what? I'm following the truck. You're a little shady here, Ramon. Follow the truck. Why don't we see where he's headed first? Then... Oh, shit! He's turning east, towards the ocean. Think I can catch him if we really gun it, but now we've lost a bunch of time. Get out of the way, old man! Good. I can still see him. Way to go, Mickey! Our luck won't last for long, little sister. Where are we going? They said we need to go to Fort Lauderdale to rescue Lucho. Did you speak to Lucho on the phone? What did he sound like? I did speak to him, but now that you mention it, the circumstances were exactly the same. A heavy wind and ocean waves. Look, Ramon, I think your kidnappers have been keeping an eye on you, but besides that, I don't think they're very organized. Maybe Lucho is in Fort Lauderdale, but that's not where your money is going. This car is our only concrete connection to him. It's a 45-minute drive to Fort Lauderdale, longer by bus. If they were going to return Lucho to you, why make you travel all the way there? Right. If I were a kidnapper, I'd want to stay close. They're here around Miami, I'm sure of it. He's getting on the highway, and I might lose him in the dark. Quick, which exit should I take? Oh, jeez. 95 north to Fort Lauderdale, 95 south towards the Barrier Islands. Stay local to stay in Las Aguasera. I don't freaking know the outline of what Miami looks like. Let's go towards the Barrier Islands, because that might be towards Stiltsville. There's the car. Someone write down the license plate while we're right behind it. Mickey, can you stay on him? Sure, but what? But Key Biscayne is coming up real fast, and this guy isn't slowing down at all. Your money is heading towards the town where the rich folks live. Your money is headed towards the town where the rich folks live, to hide out in the state park, or to the marina at the southern tip of the island. Cello, this is your call. Let me think. The town on Key Biscayne is small, and for what I remember, the people there are pretty wealthy. The island used to be a meeting place for runaway slaves. The park has lots of nooks and crannies where it'd be safe to hide, but not many buildings. And if you had a boat in the marina, you could reach, well, anywhere in Miami. It's right at the entrance of Biscayne Bay, and you can see everything. The ocean, the bay, and the Stiltsville Channel in between. I think we go... Well, we need to go to Stiltsville Channel, right? I think we go to the marina? They have to watch the water. They've made an effort to disassociate themselves from the other smuggling routes. Mickey, what if the kidnappers are out on the ocean? Stiltsville! They can spot on the water. The government doesn't monitor them except to pay a little bit of rent. That's the perfect place to keep a kidnapped kid. And a boatload of cash. Literally. Okay, we're gonna need a boat. Jello, it's dark. This is a terrible idea, not to mention dangerous. Consuelo? They have the cash. They know the area. They can move the boy or they can remove him. Please, guys, if we're going to find Luis, we have to chase them out there and grab him now before they get a chance to hurt him. Mickey finds me a boat and we ride out. I'm breathless, sweeping the ocean with a small flashlight. I don't worry about how or why Mickey knows how to steal a speedboat. I just hope the kidnappers don't know we're chasing them. I don't question when he and Ramon step into the boat. In the distance, we can see dim lights floating above the waterline, the Stiltsville houses, and the few squatters still living there. A motorboat has passed through here recently, and we follow its wake to the edge of the bay, onto the Atlantic Ocean, in the dark. There's a small motorboat docked by one of the older stilt houses. The main platform is about 20 feet above the water. Against my best judgment, I tell the boys to stay put. Climb the wooden ladder up to the first platform, by myself. I pause when I'm close to the top, just beneath a wooden door that must open out onto the platform proper. No footsteps or alarms. No one seems to have noticed our borrowed motorboat, but I do hear the sound of radio news. Maybe if I'm quiet, I can get a look around before anyone finds me out. Carefully, I press my weight against the trap door. It's heavier than I expect, but I manage to lift it, climb up without alerting anyone. The southernmost platform is clear. I round the corner, nothing there. But there's an open window that I'll have to dodge in case someone's inside. I don't want to lose sight of the ladder, my only escape route, but I don't hear any heavy footsteps. I duck down and slowly creep to the opposite edge of the platform. And there he is, sitting by himself on the north side of the building. Luis Ernesto Marquez y Castillo. He doesn't look injured or restrained in any way. I guess the trapdoor is surprisingly heavy. It's a 20-foot drop to the water, even now at high tide. Either way, the kidnappers don't seem worried about Lucho making a break for it. Psst, hi, you're Lucho, right? Who are you? Do you work for Papa too? Shh, be super quiet, okay? My name is Cello, and your Papa hired me to find you. He's so excited to see you, Lucho. Yay! I'm bored here. Can we go home? Yeah, let me take you home to your Papa. How sneaky can you be, Luis? I'll just copy you. Attaboy. This way. Freeze. Don't turn around. Damn. Thought I was quiet enough, but this is definitely one of the kidnappers. And he's blocking my path to the ladder. I'm unarmed. Please, I'm not a threat. My name is Cello Martinez, and I'm not a cop or anything. I'm a private detective. May I turn around? Not unless you want to meet my granddaddy's 12 gauge. I could chance a look behind me, but the man's voice is sinister and serious. I don't want to risk setting off an itchy trigger finger. Look, I'm only here for the boy. You and your partners have the cash already. Keep it. I don't give a damn. We just want Luis. My hands are shaking. It's fully dark now, and I can see nothing except Lucho and the edge of the platform. I don't think so, Lucho. Lucho, come here. Randall, we got a situation. Get off the can and help me. Someone's trying to take the kid. There's no time. Once I'm surrounded, there's no way I can get Lucho away. At least, right now, I'm standing between the boy and the shotgun. Lucho, duck! I got him! Did we just kill Jello? God and Jesus and whatever I gotta thank. You're awake. Are you sure? I don't feel awake. You were in surgery for 8 hours or so. Glad they gave you enough drugs to keep you down for so long. Jeez, is that why I feel like shit? I would imagine that's why, yes. Lucho, Luis Ernesto, is he okay? He hit the water pretty hard. Got a little banged up, but you took the worst of it. That redneck asshole couldn't shoot for shit in the dark. How'd you know the boy could swim? I kinda didn't. I didn't. Oh. Where'd they go? Ramon and Lucho. Hermanita, we don't have to talk about this right now. You just woke up and the doctor said you need to take some time off. Please, Mickey. We fished you out of the water and I wanted to call the cops, but Ramon said no, and I dropped them off when we got back to the mainland. I know. Your stupid brother let them go, and this is your big case. And you brought your headstrong and impulsive sister to the hospital and saved her life. Saved my life. Thank you, Mickey. Wherever they are, I hope Lucho is safe. Screw those guys. I'm just glad you're out of the woods, Cello. Okay, I should let you get a little rest. Yeah, I think I'm drifting off. Oh, Cello? Happy birthday, Cello. Thanks, Mickey. My recovery takes a few weeks. Mickey refuses to tell me what happened to Ramon and Luis Ernesto until I'm out of the hospital. I needed to get you to the ER, but Ramon wouldn't come. What choice did I have? I dropped him off downtown. He paid to have my car washed, since we soaked through the seats. Seawater, I guess, and maybe some blood. By the time I see the car, it's as good as new, maybe even a little cleaner. Strange. I'm more guilty and worried about the car's upholstery than the soreness down my left side, or the fact that it might have died. Does that mean I'm tougher now? Let's find out. Okay, Richard and Lucy unlocked. Okay, the end, I guess. Does that mean I can date Richard and Lucy now? Writer and producer Joe Fu. Sprite and CG artwork Cassandra Freire. Yeah, so I'll let you read the names if you want. So I guess, like, I don't know if there's ways to fail the missions. I guess there are ways to fail the missions. Like, what if we went the wrong direction on the road there? Would we have found Lucho? I don't know. So there's not a huge amount of interactability in the game. It's like, I wonder how much your choices really affected things. But I still had a fun time with it. It seems a little short. I didn't really care for a lot of the characters, like Richard. I didn't want to interact with him at all. I think the fact that you might be able to romance a high school student is a little odd. But I wish it was more. Like, the ending just was kind of abrupt. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed my time. I just wish there was more to it. I guess you could go back and replay things. Like, this says in progress. Hold on. Why does it say in progress? Like, that seems like it was done. What happens if you resume? Okay, it takes you back to here for some reason, to the beginning of the morning. Okay, well. So, yeah, I guess we could have went back and seen if we could solve Melanie Schrader case, but maybe that just involves telling the right answers to the cop at the end. But, yeah, this has been Ghost of Miami. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time in something else.